Welcome to the Thrive Masterclass, How to Lose Unwanted Pounds Quickly and Easily with 5 easy steps. How many of you have tried all sorts of ways to lose the weight without any luck, at least not for long? Is this you? How many of you feel in your gut that there's got to be a way to get your ideal body and experience more confidence and health and vitality, but you just haven't found it yet? Maybe that's why you're here. Before we get into the steps, I want to talk about the reality of having extra weight. So, the reality is that carrying extra pounds can not only derail our health goals and put us at greater risk for diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart problems, it can also affect our confidence and make it harder for us to reach for our dreams and our goals. I know because I was there just less than a year ago. I was 60 pounds plus overweight, and I tried everything to lose the weight. I was eating vegetables for breakfast. I tried to make healthy choices most of the time. I was moving every day. We have a ranch, so I'm always moving, but nothing really worked, at least not for long, not for more than a few weeks. I'd lose some weight, then it would all come back. Um, and nothing worked until I started taking these steps that I will be sharing with you today. But before we start talking about the specific steps, I want you to close your eyes and relax your body. Imagine a light, a golden light over your head, streaming into the top of your head, relaxing everything it touches as it goes. Relax your scalp completely. Relax your forehead. Relax your ears, your eyes, your nose, your face, your chin. Relax your neck, the middle of your neck, the back of your neck. See the light, feel the light going into your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Feel the light going into your heart and chest, relaxing your chest and your upper back, relaxing your abdomen and your middle back. Feel it going down beneath your belly button, relaxing every part of you that it touches. Imagine it going into your hips, relaxing your hips and your upper thighs, your hamstrings. Feel your body getting heavy as you relax more and more. Feel the light going into your knees, relaxing your knees and the back of your knees, your shins, calves, ankles, and feet. Feel all the tension releasing out of you, out of your body, as you're feeling more and more relaxed, almost as if you're floating. You're so relaxed. I want you to connect with your imagination. See yourself in your ideal body, vibrant, strong, fit. Feel the reality of not having any extra weight to deal with. Feel what emotions would be present for you. Maybe it's a sense of lightness, of deep confidence, of joy and ease. See what your body looks like. Maybe there's tone and definition in your body. Maybe there's a six-pack, strong legs, strong arms. What would you be wearing? See yourself in your ideal, vibrant, fit body. And then feel inside yourself as you're living in that body. What are the emotions you're feeling? And really allow yourself to experience those emotions. Maybe you feel strong sense of energy pulsing through your body. Maybe you feel a sense of vibrancy and joy and connection to everything around you. Maybe you feel gratitude that you're finally living in this body that you've wanted for such a long time. Connect with whatever emotions are there. Notice what activities you're doing in your vibrant, ideal body. What kind of movement are you doing? Really see and feel yourself doing different kinds of movement that bring you joy. Maybe you're doing yoga or doing a dance class where you're dancing wildly. Maybe you're going on a long bike ride or hiking in a beautiful place. Just feel and see yourself doing these things in your ideal, fit, vibrant body. And notice the sense of joy just pulsing through your body. Notice yourself smiling and laughing and just being at ease. Notice who's around you. Who does it feel good to be with in this ideal and fit and vibrant body? And notice the adventures you're going on that maybe you wouldn't allow yourself to go on before. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe it's just exploring more where you live. Where would you go? What would you do? See yourself doing those things in your ideal, vibrant, fit body. And then starting to come back into the room around you, feeling your seat, feeling your arms, feeling your legs, moving your fingers and feet, starting to softly open your eyes and come back into the space. So step one, you've already done it. You've already started on your journey. Step one is visualizing who you would be, visualizing your ideal reality, your ideal fit, vibrant body, and who you would be, how you would move, how you would feel. Ideally, you're doing this every day, 2 or 3 times a day. This made a huge difference in my own process. I started to do this morning and evening, and it put into my brain the possibility that this could happen. This is possible for me. I did a program called Hypno Health, and that helped me to visualize every single day my ideal body, how I wanted to be, the healthy choices I wanted to make. And as soon as I started doing that, the weight started coming off easier and easier, and it was easier to make healthy choices that I needed to make to help make that happen. If you want to stay after this session, we'll actually do a hypno health session together. So that is up to you. And if you join our free Thrive community, we do a hypno health session every single week. So you can join us for that. You can find the link below. And if you join my paid group, the Thrive Intensive, we do hypno health multiple times a day. So you get to check in, or multiple times a week. So you get to check in and be guided in visualization multiple times a week. You can also check out their program. Just Google Hypno Health. It's an awesome program and I'd highly recommend it. Step two is just a second. Got to check in with my notes. So, step two is reduce or eliminate snacking. Snacking in between meals forces your body to create more insulin. Insulin is a hormone secreted by the body to clear the sugar out of your blood and turn it into energy for your body to use. The more often you eat, the more insulin your body creates. The more you have coursing through your body, the more you actually hold on to fat. The more you can decrease your insulin, the easier it is for your body to start burning fat. So if you can reduce or eliminate snacking, that supports your body in becoming what's called insulin sensitive and being able to use its insulin more efficiently and burn fat more efficiently. So if you're someone who likes to have snacks like chips and salsa or chocolate, try adding those to the back of your meals. So like at the end of lunch, maybe you have some chips and salsa after you have whatever your meal is, or some dark chocolate after breakfast. That's not a good thing to have in the afternoon too close to bedtime, but in the morning it could be a perfect little addition to your breakfast meal. And if you're not having it in between meals, then you're giving a longer gap between meals for your body to actually use its insulin efficiently and start to burn fat more. Step three is eat your vegetables, just like your grandma, your mom told you. Um, unless you're a carnivore, which I respect. If you're a carnivore, you wouldn't be eating any vegetables, and that also can work for weight loss. But if you're not a carnivore, vegetables can be an ally and a huge help in your weight loss journey. Especially raw vegetables, but cooked is fine too. Think vegetables like greens, carrots, mushrooms, tomatoes, zucchini, cucumber, cauliflower, whatever you like and enjoy. Artic, uh, Artichoke, asparagus, things like that. Most of my meals are 50% plus vegetables. I think that was a critical part of why my weight came off so quickly. So just to share a little bit about my journey, I I shared that it was hard for me to lose the weight at first, but then when it started coming off, it actually started coming off very quickly with the help of these steps. And I was able to lose over 70 pounds in less than 6 months. I started out at 220 pounds and I'm currently around 140. So, uh, just giving you a sense of what's possible if you start to develop a holistic system for yourself for being able to lose the weight. So this is not just physical steps, it includes some physical steps, but it also includes mental brain rewiring, which can be an important part of the journey because weight loss and emotional eating can be very psychological, as many of you know. So vegetables were a huge part of it for me, 50% or more in most of my meals. Um, they are naturally high in nutrients, which supports health and vitality. They also contain fiber, lots of fiber, which helps us to be full faster. And they contain water for natural hydration. They're naturally low in calories. And if you use them well, they can be a great tool and ally in your weight loss journey. So remember to eat your vegetables. Step four is increase the pause between your meals. So that goes back to the insulin discussion. The more time you can have between your meals, the more your body can use its insulin efficiently and put you into fat burning mode rather than sugar burning mode. So as long as you have sugar moving through your system, your body's going to use that sugar for fuel to give you energy. But if you create more of a pause between your meals, your body's going to use up all of the sugar it has and it's going to start looking for another fuel, which in our body's case, that fuel is fat. It's going to start looking for stores of fat. It first will go to your liver and release the stored sugar in the liver, and then it'll release any stored sugar in your muscles. And then it starts going to fat stores. So fat that you might have held on to for years, your body will start going to that and using it for fuel when you create more of a pause between your meals. For example, a lot of us have a pause of about 12 to 14 hours between dinner and breakfast. If you can increase that to 16 hours and give yourself an 8-hour eating window, you'll be practicing a form of intermittent fasting called 16-8. A lot of research has shown that this is a great way to tap into the fat stores of the body, to balance your blood sugar, and also to maintain muscle mass. So that's a great place to start with creating more of a pause between your meals. So, for example, if you eat your last meal at 6 p.m. at night and don't eat your first meal until 10 a.m. in the morning, then that's a 16-hour gap. So you eat from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then take a break from 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. That's one example. You can also stop at like 4 p.m. and eat at 8 a.m. So whatever works with your schedule and with your body is fine. But a 16-8 is a great place to start with more of a pause between your last meal of the day and your first meal of the next day. Um, if you have more weight to lose, if you have over 20 pounds, for example, you might want to experiment with longer fasts. In my case, I did fasts of um, around 36 to 40 hours twice a week. And those longer fasts really helped my body to tap into those fat stores that I had accumulated over the years. So that helped me in my weight loss journey. If you only have like 5 to 10 pounds, 16-8 might be enough for you. If you have more weight to lose than the 36 to 42 hours, once or twice a week can be a huge ally for you and a huge help. Make sure you're paying attention to how you're feeling. If it feels like you're getting lightheaded or um, dizzy or anything besides hunger, you consider just having a small snack. But as long as it feels okay, if you feel hungry, it can be a way to actually make friends with your hunger and to learn that you'll feel it and then it actually dissipates. It doesn't, it doesn't increase. It might increase for a little bit, but then it will dissipate and you can learn how to navigate. Oh, it's okay to be hungry. It's okay for me to feel this, and I'm healing my own body. Um, so that's the longer fasting. And this helps you develop something called metabolic flexibility, which means that your body is able to go in between using sugar and carbohydrates for fuel and using fat for fuel. So that makes your body very flexible. It can use either, and it's a very powerful ally in weight loss if you can develop metabolic flexibility. So the greater pause in between your meals and even taking a longer fast, for to give you an example of the 36-hour fast. So if I finish my last meal at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, then I take a break the next day from eating at all. And then if I have my next meal then on Thursday at 8 a.m., that would be a 36-hour fast. So that's yeah, 24. Actually, that would be even more. That would be um okay, so it's 24 hours from 8 a.m. uh on the Tuesday to um let's see, okay, 8 p.m. We finish 8 p.m. on Tuesday. So 24 hours is 8 p.m. on Wednesday. And then 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. on Thursday is another 12 hours. So that would actually, yeah, that's exactly 36 hours. Okay, I had to take a minute to think about that. But that's a 36-hour fast. So finish your last meal 8 p.m. on Tuesday, then you're not eating on Wednesday. Um, then you have the overnight, which, it's pretty easy to fast overnight. And then you eat your first meal 8 a.m. on Thursday. That's 36 hours. And then if you can eat later on Thursday, then you can go up to 40 hours or 42 hours. But always make sure you're listening to your body. And if anything feels off or wrong, just eat something. It's okay. And you can always try again later. Dr. Mindy Peltz, who is a great expert in the field of intermittent fasting, says any amount of fasting you do is healing for the body. So even if you just did like an 18-hour fast and you get dizzy and you just want to stop, it's fine. It helps your body and it's healing for the body. So just try it. Okay, so step 5 is this might be surprising to you and maybe something you hadn't even heard before, but step 5 is actually change something about your appearance. So our brains tend to associate a story with who we are. And when you have a certain idea of yourself, like, oh, it's hard for me to lose the weight, or it's hard for me to stop emotional eating. That was my story. My story was I'm an emotional eater. I can't give it up. It's too hard. I can't do it. So what I did actually was I cut my hair after it was wet one day. I just took some scissors and I cut it. And that created an idea of myself that I'm different in some way. So that can start to give your brain the possibility of you creating different habits than you might have associated with yourself from before. It's almost like you're creating a new character for yourself. It's like the me with long hair, maybe I struggled with emotional eating, but now I'm a different person and I have short hair and I can be free from emotional eating. I don't need to be slave to this and I'm able to lose the weight. That's an example of how it can work. It's something that can tap into your subconscious. So we live most of our lives by our subconscious programming. We make conscious choices about 5% of the time, but 95% of the time we're running on patterns that we're actually not even consciously aware of. So when you make a conscious appearance in yourself, you're giving your brain the idea that something is changing and it's okay for things to change. And we can be a different person and we can take on different habits. It just gives a little boost to your brain to be able to accept the possibility of a new reality. So, if you do this though, make sure you're staying away from chemical hair dyes and things like that, because chemicals can be absorbed by the skin. As many of you know, our skin absorbs a lot of what is put on it. So you want to stay away from chemicals. um Having chemicals in our bodies makes us hold on to fat more. So we want to be as clean as possible. A good kind of benchmark is don't put anything on your body that you wouldn't be okay with eating. And that might sound kind of extreme to some of you, but it's a way to stay away from anything unnatural that can actually hurt you if it absorbs through your skin. And chemicals running through your bloodstream can lead to diseases like cancer and create other problems in your body. So don't use the chemical dyes, but if you can use henna, you can cut your hair. Some people who are working on changing habits and who've had success with them actually even report like changing which hand they brush their teeth with, sleeping on the other side of the bed, or sleeping in a different position. So it can be little changes that just give your brain the cue of I'm changing, I can be different. It's okay, it's safe to be different. Um, so those are my 5 steps. If this has been interesting to you, and insightful for you, you can check out my communities. I have a free community called Thrive. You can find out information in the link below. I also have a paid group called Thrive Intensive. It's $79 a month until June 1st. And then it's $99 a month, which is still a great deal. You get multiple group support and coaching sessions and guided meditation, visualization, and programs like Books to Thrive and Movies to Thrive. We do a lot of fun things to support each other on the journey of holistic, sustainable weight loss. So you can find out more information about those below in the links. Um, and I just want to congratulate you for showing up today and making your health and wellness goals a priority. By being here, you are fertilizing the soil, which allows your greatest vision for your life to continue to grow into a huge, thriving, tree, which will touch every part of your life. So thank you for being here and good luck on your weight loss journey.